Okay, first of all, let us apologize for being behind schedule. Of course, we are dealing with equipment. Anything can happen. Yes, welcome to Family and Valley. Today is the 20th day in the month of August. Barely few days and August to be saying bye-bye to you. And it's like the showers are already coming in. Yesterday it rained, you know. The rain took a lot of people by surprise, you know. And I saw everyone trying to, you know, take cover. And well, the weather was a bit cold all through the night. So how are you? Yes. If you're just joining us, this is Family and Value on Galaxy Television, where we are streaming across all our social media platforms. Please download the Galaxy mobile app so that you can watch us on the go. We are streaming live. And of course, my name is Princess Joy Abu. I do not intend to take so much of your time, but I have the beautiful Mama Jazzy in the building, looking all colored in her colors of rainbow. Let me put it that way. Good morning, welcome to you.
Okay, what you do today can improve all your tomorrow. What you do today can improve all your tomorrow. And don't also forget that some days you just have to create your own sunshine.
Yeah.
So how do you intend to create your sunshine today? I hope you are creating it in such a way that you look back and you say, indeed, I have tried. And don't forget, no matter the failures or obstacles or hindrance you go through, it is not the end of the world. It's just that you need to try another strategy until you get it right. Don't give up. Don't. Because many people try and they have to get to a point of winning state. It's not just one day trial. They tried and tried and tried until they got it. My name is Olorade Joki David. Today is another beautiful day, the Tuesday with a difference. And don't forget to join us on all our social media platforms, the AVO app, the O Prime app, and also Star Times 110. Don't forget. Also the digitalized channel 741. Remember, you can download this app, Galaxy Television, on your mobile phone. It's on the go, and you can always watch us anywhere, wherever you are. So welcome to the show.
Okay, welcome to the show. Yes, we are behind schedule, and then we would go into the business of the day, because I'm very sure our guest has been waiting to have this conversation with us. Let's go on a mini feature. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Come back from our mini feature. Yes, we are discussing single parenting and role modeling. It's important we have this conversation because there have been a lot surrounding the single parents. Are they good role models to their children? Do they produce kids that the society would always want to reckon and associate with? All that is what we are going to be having our conversation today via Zoom, because we have Dr. Simeon Priestley joining us all the way from Lagos. Yes, he is here in Lagos. Good morning, Doctor. Hello, Doctor.
Are you there? Good morning to you.
Oh,
yes, I am.
How to take this your banner?
Wow.
This your car.
Good to see you after a very long time. Doctor just decided to, you know, to give us distance in this our fellowship.
Doctor, you are looking good.
Looking all good, looking all good.
Thank
All
you.
I want,
Thank
you know,
you.
Joy will always
Thank
say,
you.
I'm going to take something
Thank you.
from. Let me look at what I'm going to take from you. I can't see myself, but I know that I'm going to take something from you this morning. And it's going to be that Panama cap. It's going to be that Panama. Yeah, I love it. And it looks good on you.
Okay, so for those of you who are
Thank
not
you.
seeing Doctor
Thank
for the
you,
first
Lord.
time, he is an international certified life practitioner, crisis resolution specialist. He's also a relation therapist, and is the founder and president of Love Diaries Network. Yes, a non-governmental organization, of course. And he is the executive lead pastor at the Revenge House Ministries Global. If you've not worshipped in that ministry, I think you should find time and go to Okoko Micro. I think it's within that area. Am I right, Pastor? Yes, I've had the privilege of fellowship with them, yes, around my two areas. So please make our time and have a fellowship with Doctor. Doctor is also a seasoned gospel artist. If you've not downloaded his songs, oh my goodness, let me keep all of that. No, serious, you would enjoy it. It's like my morning therapy. In fact, even the kids, you know, play singing want to watch, you know. Yes. Okay, Doctor, welcome to the show. Now today we are discussing single parenting and role modeling. I know parenting is one thing that is like your heartbeat. You talk a lot about parenting. It's from you we learned that if you're not ready to parent, don't be a parent. That is one of it. To parent, don't be a parent. So when you're ready to parent, then you can be a parent. But now let's talk about it. What does role modeling mean generally? When we're talking about role modeling, of course people have an idea what single parenting is all about, but we're talking about role modeling. What does it mean generally?
Okay, a simple and very concise definition. Just call it patterning. Creating a pattern for somebody to follow. Yes. So you use your experience and all that to forge, you know, or create a pattern for someone, so they don't make the mistakes you have made. So they don't have to go through the same hurdles. You just have to, with your wealth of experience and all that you have been through and all that you are. Okay, and it takes a whole lot for someone to say, okay, this is my role model. For someone to become a role model to somebody else, it takes a whole lot. It takes your pain, it takes your progress, it takes your passion. It takes a lot of things to become a role model to an individual. However, when it comes to parenting, there's a lot more to that than just, you know, having someone look at you and say, you're my role model. No, there's a lot more to that. Okay, let me put it this way. First of all, I often say, and I say it everywhere I go, parenting is arguably the toughest job on the face of the earth. I'm trying to rush through because we have a couple of things to cover, and they are very, very crucial, and I want everyone to get them. Okay? Parenting is arguably the toughest job on the face of the earth. No job is as tasking as parenting. And trust me, single parenting, that one is a nightmare. Single parenting is a nightmare. It can take your world from you. You would literally have to forfeit living and just exist because you are doing the job of two. It takes a whole lot to be a single parent. Okay, and this is where role modeling is really tough. This is where it's really tough because you want to be able to give your best whilst you're confronted with the worst of situations. And we're all humans. We respond or react to our environment. Okay, so there are many times where you even get it right because you're trying to be everything and all to your kids. Okay, so yes, when I said role modeling is about you being, patterning your children, patterning those who look up to you according to your past, your pain, your passion, and all that. Your pain is one of those things that, hey, if you don't manage properly, it can really badly shape the mind of your kids. And that's why we encourage parents to know how to manage their pain, because children are very sensitive creatures. They're sensitive. They learn from the most emotionally driven people around them. They learn from the most emotionally driven people around them. Okay, so that's basically what I just talked about, role modeling, and I'd like to jump into the things I want to talk about. I'll let you ask your questions first. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pastor Presley. The question I want to ask is this. You know, as parents, sometimes because we are single, we have our own flaws. We have some little weaknesses in us. And in the process of raising these kids, we find ourselves having this flaw here and there, which can easily make the children to, lose the trust or the personality that we're trying to proclaim. So how do I really keep all this vulnerability from these children, these little weaknesses from these children? Like a mother or a father who is fond of having male friends, the opposite sex around, or who is once in a while do smoke, or who lies. I will tell this is a white lie, this is a yellow lie, this is brown. You know, how do such single parents really work on these flaws and help these children so that they will not lose their personality and be a bad role model to these children?
Yeah. Yeah, very crucial. Very important question. I like that question. But first of all, I'll just say this mostly, but I'm serious. Let's just get born again first. Let them get born again, so that they can be controlled by the Spirit of God to know how to manage their excesses. Whether you're born again or not, you have weaknesses. Okay, we all do have weaknesses. Whether you're even a parent or not, we all have weaknesses. Which is the more reason why we need, that extra effort, that being support us, to help us. Okay, to help us. The best of us is still a human being with errors, with flaws, but with the help of the Holy Spirit, spiritual support, we're able to navigate through. Okay, that's how I'm just going to say it first. But before I go in further, and how we can manage our system around our kids, it's important we understand the 5 stages in the life of a child that the parents play a major role in. 5 stages. Okay, the first stage, the caregiving stage, which is the time between when the child is born to about 4 years old. That is the time of pampering, actually. This is the time when you forge the child emotionally. A lot of children who grow up to become timid, insensitive, mean, sad, depressed, they didn't get enough of the caregiving stage, that pampering. They didn't get that. So there's a likelihood that they will grow up to become mean people, suicidal people, depressed people, sad people, because they missed that part of their life. Many children, sadly, don't get enough love when they grow up. While they were children, they don't get enough love. Many adults today who have become menace to the society are a product of that deficiency. They didn't get enough love from their parents because probably the parents did not even know how to show love to their kids. And this is why I say parenting is not for boys or girls. These are people who are still paying attention to themselves. They are still loving themselves. Boys and girls are still loving themselves. Men and women are loving other people. You understand? It takes a mature people to be able to love other people genuinely and comfortably. So if you are a boy or a girl and you have a child, there's a likelihood that child will not get a lot of love because you don't even know how to love yourself enough to be able to love somebody else. Okay? So the first stage is the caregiving stage, between the time the child is born and then between that time to 4 years old. That's exactly the time where the child gets a lot of intentional spoiling. Yes, it is okay. It's intentional. It's just to put that consciousness of affection inside the child, to instill affection in the child. And when a child gets enough of that love, they grow up to become amazing people to society. They enjoy and they give out empathy when the time requires for them to do so. The next stage is the training stage, and this is also very crucial. This is the age between 5 to 12 years. It is the stage of character forging, where you are beginning to forge the character of the child. This is who the child will really become. This is who the child really would, this is what the child will bring to the society, the character of the child. That would be like the curriculum of the child, the CV of the child. Everybody would describe this child based on what you do from the age of 5 till about 12. That's the time where you forge the character. That's the time you train the child to become domesticated. That's the time you train the child to be homely, to be, industrious, sort of, it's a good time to make the child understand certain things in life. Like I say in church when I preach and teach about the 3 phases of the life of a human being. It's about being a child, being a son, and being a man. When you're a child, you get away with everything. That's the time of pampering and spoiling. When you become a son, you don't get away with everything. As a child, you would pee on your body, poo on your body, and you still get petting, pampering. They wash you up, they clean you up, they even buy you gifts for pooing your body. They hail you. Nice poo. They hail you. But if you try that when you are from 5, they're spanking for you. You actually think they hate you. So the training stage is the toughest stage in the life of a child. That's when the child gets to start to think that the parents don't like him or like her or love her. But thank God you didn't miss the first stage, which is the stage of pampering and love. So once that is put in place, they don't judge your training as wickedness or torture, because they have had enough love to withstand the heat of the training. So from the age of 5 till 12, you are training the child. It's quite tough. You're teaching them domestication, you're teaching them ethics, you're teaching them morals, exactly. You're teaching them morals, you're teaching them all these basic things that they will need to exhibit in the near future. And if they're deficient in that area, trust me, it's a major deficiency. They will be ridiculed, they will be despised, they will be hated. People won't like them because they have bad attitudes, bad characters, and all that. This stage is very crucial. Training the child. This is the place where you don't spare the rod. You flog, you punish, you deal with, to instill the character there. Okay? And the third stage is the coaching stage. It's the coaching stage. It's between the age of 13 until 19. That's the time you are grooming. There's a difference between training and grooming. Training, there's a lot of discipline, there's a lot of, treatment, so to speak. Is not exactly wickedness, but in grooming, it's a bit temperate, all right? Because at this point, you are guiding them make career choices. That's grooming, that's coaching. You are preparing them to become men and women, because at this point, they've entered puberty. You are teaching them hygiene. You are teaching them how to take care of themselves. You're making them understand their body and their environment. Hey, now that you're becoming a woman, guys who want to take advantage of you, this is the time you start to actually talk to them, like really talk to them, groom them, show them how to use the sanitary pad, show them how to clean the toilet, show them how to clean themselves, how to take care of their body, show them how to be more mature in carrying out stuff, duties and stuff. Show them the sense of responsibility, how to be responsible for one another. That's grooming. You're preparing them. You're preparing that boy to become a man. You're preparing that girl to become a woman. Whatever it takes for the boy to become a great man in the future, this is the best time. You're coaching the boy. That's why you need the father and the mother to be in place to do that job. The father is teaching the boy how to be a man. The mother is teaching the woman how to be the girl how to be a woman. Amen. That's the part. That's the major role. I think parents need to pay more attention to. I mean, they should pay attention to this part, because the man in that boy will not awaken until somebody intentionally awakens that man in the boy. Now, lying beside that man is a beast. So if you don't awaken the man, the society will awaken the beast. Do you understand? There is a prostitute in every girl. There is a criminal in every man. Because you live in this bad world, so you have all of these things. But if we don't groom you for the things that you're supposed to be, what you're not supposed to be will become your reality. Society will train the child for what he's not supposed to be. So grooming is important. Grooming is crucial. It's between the ages of 13 through to 19. And then we have mentoring. This is the climax of it. Okay? Mentoring is between the age of 20 to 27. This is guidance. This is showing them the path, helping them navigate through, showing them with your wealth of experience, telling them things about what you've been through, how you've been through it, how you came out of it, so they don't make your kind of mistake. This is mentoring. You are showing them pathways, helping them make better choices. You're not making the choice for them, you are guiding them to make the choice. So at this point, they are talking to you about relationship. They are talking to you about career and all that. They want to start a business. They want to go to all kinds of things. You're helping them, you're guiding them, you're supporting them, you're guiding them. This is what it's about. This is about support and guidance. You're not dictating for them at this point, because you will lose them if you become a dictator at this point. They have a sense of masculinity. They have a sense of feminism. I am a woman, I'm a man kind of thing. If you try to superimpose your authority on them at this point, they will stand up to you. They will stand up for themselves. They will find you as a threat to their masculinity or feminism. So you've got to come to that point where I know they are grown-ups now, but they will still make mistakes. So rather than try to train them, you want to guide them. So mentoring is key. You must become everything you want your children to learn from. This is crucial. You must become everything. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be perfect. Yes, that's in fact your past, your pain is a good thing to use as a reference point when you are mentoring your children. And lastly, I'm running through this, I'm just rushing through. I'll take the question. Lastly, is friendship. Parents miss this part, and that's why when their kids go out of the house, they lose them totally. You've got to be friends with your kids from the age of 28 and above. They are like you now. They are men and women now. Most of them already have their own kids now. You've got to learn to be their friends. You can't go to their homes, the home of your son, and dictate how he treats his family. You can't do that. You know, you only are going to be advising him as a friend. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've seen where mother-in-laws come into the house and they're slapping their daughter-in-laws for certain behavior. And that's not your place to do. You can't do that. You can't slap your son. You can't yell at your daughter. You can't do any of those. They are your friends at this point. The best you can give to them is counsel and advice, and above all, mental, spiritual, emotional, and in some cases, economic support. Okay, so you also want to guide the child in 5 major areas as well. You want to be able to help the child develop emotionally, mentally, spiritually, economically, and of course, physically. I'll stop here and take questions. Thank you.
Okay, so Dr. literally made use of our time and he managed it very well. But yes, I am sorry we deliberately. Now, I have just one question and I really wanted to use 1 or 2 minutes to address it before Lori comes in with her last question. We're talking about modeling now. As a single parent out there who is finding it difficult, you know, most of them have lived a certain lifestyle and they've had teenagers that have had stories about them and they're trying to put these teenagers in the right path, like don't follow my way. How do they communicate? How do they bring that child to that point of I've made the mistake? I want to, you know, children will say, hey, when you were my age, is that not why you took him? You know, I've had a case like that when the child told the mother, was it not at my age you gave birth to me? You know, and this is a woman trying to model the way of this child. How do single parents out there that are finding themselves in that difficult situation navigate through and still, you know, bring out the best in their kids? 2 minutes, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, you are the mirror to the personalities of your kids. Even if you have made a mistake, they want to see that you are making effort or you have made effort to correct that mistake. You can't tell somebody about your mistake and you are leaving you. It doesn't make any sense. If you tell them that you made a mistake and you have grown past that mistake, it makes more sense. If you have the child when you were much younger, you want to share the pain you went through to be able to raise them. I mean, they're not stupid. They're not entirely foolish. They can see in your eyes. They can see by experience that they are suffering. They are going through a lot. And you can draw strength from that you would have had a better life than this if I did not make these kinds of mistakes, right? So, but the question now is that are you improving yourself in those areas where you made mistakes? And they can see that you are making improvement. Not that you have made a mistake, you are making mistakes, and you are glad to tell them I'm making mistakes, so don't make the mistake. It's like saying, do what I say, not what I do. Children don't do what you say, they do what you do. Basically, check. Even a child. If a child grows up in the house of a pastor, before long he's holding toothbrush or holding remote to preach. He's praying, he's doing something. He's not doing that because he wants to pray to God. He's not doing that because he's actually thinking he's preaching to somebody. It's because he has seen the father or the mother doing so. So it's difficult to say, do what I say and don't do what I do and expect the child to be a better child. You've got to make the effort to be a better person yourself. And in fact, when they see you making the effort, it's enough encouragement for them to want to be better, and even you. This is why I started by saying, get born again. Get born again. Get closer to God. Draw your relationship with God even towards your children. Let them see you portraying godliness in spite of your flaws. You are not going to be perfect eventually in the end, but you're going to see the effort that you are making. And that's going to be a lot of encouragement for all of them. And all of them will begin to pick 1 or 2 lessons to be better than even you as their parents, whether single parents or both parents. Yeah, that's my take on it. Thank you.
I want you to do one thing for us. Can you just give us your final advice to parents, single parents out there? And this kind of, this type of advice, I also want you to extend it a little bit to the couples who are together parenting their children. You can do that for us in a few minutes.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I'm just going to send this message to or every parent out there, whether single parents or both parents, truth be told, do an amazing job. There's no bad job entirely. That you're a parent alone is hard. So I want to celebrate your courage to not abandon your kids. Many people have done that. They bailed out because they couldn't just stand it. For those of you who are still hanging in there and giving all the efforts, putting everything in to try and be a better parent or try and raise your kids a better way, salute to you. Well done. Don't give up. You are our heroes without gates. You are out there winning the world for us the best way you can. But I still have one or two things to tell you. In spite of the effort that you put in every day to be better and to make your children better people, you must understand that the child does not become what they want to become without awareness of who they are and clarity of what they do, what they can do, or what they're capable of doing. And it is your job as parents to help them discover who they are through your experiences, and give them clarity, okay, through the things that you have won and things you've observed about them. So you need to pay attention to your kids, spend with them, pray with them, play with them. It's important. Pray and play with your kids. It's important. And don't try to outdo yourself, trying to be a better parent. No, just be available to your kids. Do the best you can, because when you outdo yourself and you don't get them to, actually see what you're doing, you take it out on them. You take your frustration out on them. Don't try and outdo yourself. I know they want to win the world at once for all of them. It's tempting. Yes, that's great, but you need all the energy to still be able to show affection, love, and spend time with them. Okay. So yes, don't beat yourself over your past. Do better, and then don't be afraid to be vulnerable before your kids. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Some of the times, your greatest solace and strength can come from their compassion. Once they see you in pain and they can see that you're genuinely in this pain because of them, they generate compassion for you and they support you and stand by you. I hope this helps. Do not take out your frustration on your kids. They didn't bring you to the world. You brought them to the world. You owe them. They don't owe you. So don't take out your frustration on them. Be the best you can for them. Pray for them, support them, and be their friends. Thank you.
Today, and we love the fact that you had the time and the patience to wait while we're trying to work on our technicalities. It's so good to have you. We wish you the very best of today and many more days to come. We pray God will continue to inspire you to do greater works. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that was Dr. Priestley, Dr. Simeon Priestley. Let me not put the Priestley before the Simeon. Of course, he is the founder of Love Diaries Network. And yes, go please download his songs. Just inbox me. I'll send the link. You can go on Audiomax. He's there on Audiomax. Go and download. You'll be blessed. Very wonderful songs that I'm sure I can bet my money on it. You're going to be blessed. All right. Thank you very much, Doctor, for being a part of our show this morning. We love you. We appreciate you. God bless you. Bless. We hope to see you here very soon. Yes, as usual. Come here. Don't be there. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Today has been a wonderful day, and I want to believe, just like you said, for you to be a single parent is a journey that you need to walk with God. It is not something you can walk alone. You know, walking it alone with those kids with you will not be complete, because after all, it's supposed to be two. But fortunately, unfortunately, you are now one, trying to walk alone with these kids. You need God to back you up. You need God to see you through. And so, with godly prayer, godly counsel, godly role model, you'll be, and it will be easy for you to journey through the children, no matter your errors or your mistake. It is only God that will not count it against you. And on that note, I want to say a big thank you. A big shout out to my nephew, Donald Manchoko Amos. As he is 15-year-old today, I wish you the very best of God's blessings. Your new age is blessed, and for as many who are celebrating their birthday, it is so beautiful from family and values. We love you, and we believe God will continue to have more value to your home, to your family, to all that you endeavor, that you touch. And don't forget, some days are just there for you to create your own sunshine. Just create your own sunshine. You don't need to tap into where you don't have concern. Just create your own, even if nobody's looking in your direction, and it will be easy for you. On that note, my name is Remain Oluradejoke David. Hope to see you tomorrow. Have a splendid day ahead of you. Bye for now.
Okay, yes, tomorrow we will be discussing dealing with anger management in kids. Yes, it's very important we talk about it, and there have been a lot of stories surrounding kids and their anger, you know. Tomorrow we'll be having that conversation with our guests. Thank you for being a part of Family and Values this morning. Please stream it across all our social media platforms. Download the Galaxy mobile app so that you can watch us on the go. My name still remains and would always be Princess Joy Abu. Have a splendid Tuesday with a difference. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.